What if I told you that the reason you feel stuck in life isn't laziness, isn't lack of discipline, and isn't even your circumstances? What if the real reason is something you do every single day without noticing, something that quietly shapes every decision you make, every goal you abandon, and every version of yourself you never become? And the worst part? You might not even want to hear it, because once you do, you can't unsee it. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand the exact hidden mechanism that keeps people stuck for years, and more importantly, how to break it. Welcome back to Mind Beneath, where we explore the psychology behind everyday struggles most people can't explain, but feel deeply. Today, we're talking about something almost everyone experiences, but very few truly understand: the feeling of being stuck in life. Not just, I'm a bit behind, stuck. I mean the heavy, frustrating sense that your life is somehow paused, while everyone else seems to be moving forward. But here's the uncomfortable truth. You are moving, just not in the direction you think. Let's break this down. Psychologically, the feeling of being stuck is rarely about inactivity. It's about invisible repetition. You wake up, you think the same thoughts. You make the same micro decisions. You avoid the same discomforts. And your brain loves this, because your brain's number one job is not happiness, not success. It's efficiency. It automates you. So when people say, I feel stuck, what they usually mean is, I am repeating a version of myself I don't consciously agree with anymore. But here's where it gets interesting. Even if you know you want change, your mind actively resists it. Not because you're weak, but because your identity is protecting itself. And this is where most people miss the real problem. Because the issue isn't that you don't know what to do. It's that a part of you benefits from staying exactly where you are. And I'll explain that in a moment. But first, you need to understand this next layer. There's a psychological mechanism called familiar discomfort. It means your brain prefers a situation that feels bad but predictable over one that is uncertain but potentially better. That's why people stay in jobs they hate. That's why they delay decisions for months or years. That's why you can feel miserable and still not change anything. Because stuck is not a lack of movement. It's a loop that feels safe. And your mind will always choose safety over growth unless something interrupts it. But here's where things get darker and more interesting. Because even when people try to break the loop, they often recreate it in a new form. They change cities but feel the same. They change jobs but feel the same. They change relationships but feel the same. Why? Because the loop isn't external. It's internal. And we're just getting to the part most people never realize. You're not stuck in life. You are stuck in a self-concept. Every decision you make filters through a question you don't consciously hear. Is this still me? And if the answer threatens your identity, even if it helps your future, you will unconsciously reject it. This is why change feels so hard. Not because the actions are difficult, but because they feel like betrayal. But here's the twist I promised you at the beginning. The moment you stop asking, what should I do? And start asking, who am I repeating? The entire structure starts to collapse. Because stuckness is not a life condition. It's a pattern of self-recognition. And that means it can be rewritten, but only if you see the final piece. Every person who feels stuck is avoiding one specific type of discomfort, not failure, not rejection, but the discomfort of inconsistent identity. Doing something new feels wrong, not because it is wrong, but because it doesn't match your internal narrative yet. So your brain pulls you back, not to protect your success, to protect your story. And this is where everything changes. Because if your identity created the loop, then your identity is also the exit. The real reason you feel stuck in life is not because you don't know what to do. It's because you're constantly choosing familiarity over becoming someone new. And the moment you start tolerating the discomfort of not recognizing yourself, you begin to move again, not slowly, not carefully, but inevitably, because you are no longer maintaining a loop. You are breaking it. In the next video, I'll show you how to actually interrupt these identity loops in real time using a psychological method most people never hear about. If this video resonated with you, Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to Mind Beneath for more videos about psychology, overthinking, and the hidden struggles we all deal with but rarely talk about. And if you ever felt stuck in life, comment below with a single word that describes how it feels for you. I read every comment. See you in the next video.